Trump, his administration, is they got caught. They got caught deleting something because of their avid ambition to cut off food assistance. And it was this. He posted South Carolina and then deleted it. No, that's the wrong thing. That did happen, but that's not what he deleted. He deleted that. That's not the story. It's this. USDA quietly deletes its contingency plan for funding SNAP. So we talked about before, they're using as a pressure point during the shutdown to try to get Democrats to bend the knee. People won't have their food assistance. Don't keep making these healthcare demands. You got to just agree to our funding proposal because people won't get their food assistance, and that's a crisis. But then Democrats went, hey, I think we have a fund, an emergency fund for this exact scenario that we can tap into so that people still get their SNAP benefits, but we don't have to bend the knee and people don't have to go hungry. And then they would point to the USDA website. So what did the Trump administration do? Delete. That's not there. What are you talking about? There's no contingency plan. The U.S. Department of Agriculture had a plan to keep the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program running during a government shutdown by using contingency funds, but the document laying out that plan has now disappeared from the agency's website. Maybe it was an accident. The Tennessee Holler, quoting Speaker Johnson, if we had a contingency fund for SNAP, we'd use it. And then we go back to this headline. They deleted it. That's funny. Not funny. Terrible. Tragic. I just mean that's a absurd series of events to go, hey, Democrats need to agree to our proposal or SNAP's going to be cut off and we can't do anything about it. And they go, what about the contingency fund? Delete that. And then they delete it and they go, okay, good. If we had a contingency plan, we would use it. But check the website. It's not there. We don't have it. Okay. I see what you're doing. And meanwhile, a federal judge ruled that the Trump administration is required to tap into billions of dollars in emergency funds to help partially cover food stamp benefits, which are set to lapse for tens of millions of Americans starting tomorrow due to the government shutdown. So it looks like that could save folks. And hopefully, indeed, it happens. But as always, Trump's less concerned with people not having food assistance than he is with punishing Democrats.
And, largely when you talk about SNAP, you're talking about largely Democrats. But I'm president. I want to help everybody. I want to help Democrats and Republicans. But when you're talking about SNAP, if you look, it's largely Democrats. They're hurting their own people. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you, Mr. President.
That's what this is about. He'll pay lip service to, I want to help everyone. But you were the one, until this court ruling, you were the one who was pretending like you were forced into cutting off these funds when you were not. And we know that as long as you're being told, I'm sure that's not even true on a percentage basis, but as long as you're being told this is just going to hurt Democrats, like why you're destroying all these projects, cutting off funds to Democratic proposals, even if they would help plenty of your own voters, but that shouldn't be the line that you care about, then you're fine. And you want to apply as much pressure, however horrific it is in people's lives, if it gets you what you want. That was a quick segment, but we'll move on.